Happy Thursday, everyone! I hope you're all recovering well from that massive Nintendo Direct we had yesterday. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's fix, Tears of the Kingdom will have the biggest file size of any Switch game and cost the most. A new study shows that video games do not make you dumb, unlike what your parents say, and the original Metroid Prime's developer is unhappy about doors. Let's get to it. Nintendo showed us a brand new trailer for The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and now we have more information that the sequel has the biggest file size of any first-party Nintendo Switch game, which is even larger than Breath of the Wild. Reddit user Bob spotted the base file size of Tears of the Kingdom coming in at 18.2 gigabytes. This was confirmed on the Nintendo eShop. So, to put this into comparison, Breath of the Wild had a file size of 14.4 gigabytes, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 had 14.38, and Fire Emblem Engage had 12.68 gigabytes. Tears of the Kingdom having a larger file size than even its predecessor will most likely mean it's going to be a bigger game, which is going to be super exciting for Zelda fans. But this also means that the cartridge itself may need to be bigger in capacity than other Switch carts. That most likely contributes to the $70 price tag attached to it as the first Nintendo Switch exclusive to go above $60. The Nintendo eShop briefly listed Tears of the Kingdom before the Nintendo Direct, but quickly took it down. But Tears of the Kingdom is now available for pre-order at Best Buy for $70. Since Pikmin 4 is listed at $60, which is set to release months after Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo is most likely pricing its big games on a case-by-case basis instead of making all future titles $70. Are you going to be pre-ordering Tears of the Kingdom? Let us know. Growing up, we as gamers have always had to argue with our parents that video games don't make us dumb or hurt our learning abilities. But now there's new research that might actually help back up our claims and let us game just 5 more minutes longer. In a study funded by the National Science Foundation, researchers studied the gaming habits of 160 diverse urban public school preteen students who played an average of 2.5 hours daily, up to 4.5 hours. In conducting this study, the researchers looked for any association between the students' video game play and their performance on the standardized Cognitive Ability Test 7, aka COG-AT, which evaluates verbal, quantitative, and nonverbal spatial skills. May Jadala, professor in the School of Teaching and Learning at Illinois State University, and the study's lead investigator said, quote, "Overall, neither duration of play nor choice of video game genres had significant correlations with the COG-AT measures. That result shows no direct linkage between video game playing and cognitive performance despite what had been assumed." The main takeaway from this study was that the results don't show any real detriment to children's cognitive development, except the fact that time spent gaming is time spent away from tackling homework. Jia Zhang, associate professor at the University of Houston College of Education and a member of the research team, stated, "When it comes to video games, finding common ground between parents and young kids is tricky enough. At least now we understand that finding balance in childhood development is the key, and there's no need for us to over-worry about video gaming. So keep up with your homework, figure out how to balance your time accordingly, and you're probably going to be able to convince your parents to play just a little bit longer on school nights." Metroid Prime Remastered surprise dropped for the Nintendo Switch after the Direct yesterday, and while many fans were over the moon about being able to play this the same day, one developer had a massive bone to pick with the remaster. Zoid Kirsch, one of the original game's developers, took to Twitter to say they f***ed up the doors in the remastered Metroid Prime. They have the wrong alpha level on the door shields. I tend to be a bit picky about this since I literally spent months working on the doors. This should be fixed. He did follow up to say that the remaster is amazingly well done and should still be played and enjoyed, but the new door design is definitely not as intricate as the original that Kirsch designed. The doors do function the same, but definitely don't look the same. Maybe we'll see a major update soon, but for now we'll just have to keep walking through the new doors. Are you excited to explore the world of Tears of the Kingdom? And how many hours a day do you spend gaming? Let us know. I'm Stella Chung, and be sure to keep an eye out February 17th and 18th because IGN FanFest is returning with exclusive trailers, reveals, interviews, and more surprises. We'll have updates on Diablo 4, Redfall, and so much more. After you mark your calendars, be sure to download the IGN app, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and of course, for all things gaming, keep it right here at IGN.